Next one here from Exploding Steve. Hey, boys. The Celtics will likely break up its championship team this summer to cut down on payroll, and Jrue Holiday has been one of the most mentioned names as someone who could be on the move. Do you think Holiday still has something left in the tank, and which teams could you see trying to trade for a vet? Thank you, Exploding Steve.
Exploding Steve. Good question. I do not think the Celtics are punting by any means, but do they need to switch it up? To some degree. I think Kristaps Porzingis and the 1 year he has left is more likely to be moved than Jrue Holiday's, and 3 years and a good amount of money because it's more tradable, frankly, to trade Kristaps Porzingis. That being said, I do think the Clippers do want to go for it, and we'll get into a little bit of Clippers rumors a little bit later in the show. Holiday would be perfect, taking the place of Chris Dunn in that starting lineup to go along with Harden, Kawhi, Zubats. Those are the 3 locks you got to keep. And probably Powell. What do the Celtics get out of it, though? The Clippers have their own pick in 29. The Sixers pick in 29. If you put a little bit of sort of parameters on that, it's not going to be an unrestricted. Anyways, I'm not sure exactly what goes in terms of picks, but a Bogdan and Derek Jones Jr. could work along with the pick. I know we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
That's interesting. You say a pick would be going back from the Clippers to the Celtics. Yeah. Some people think the Celtics might have to attach a pick to get off of Jrue Holiday. Like you said, 3 years, $104 million, I want to say.
Right. Yeah, it would be definitely a protected pick. But the Bogdan plus Derek Jones Jr., who I think would fit well with the Celtics, guy. I'm not sure if they have the exact talent for the Celtics, but Derek Jones Jr., underpaid, could fit. Those numbers in Bogdan and Derek Jones Jr. way shorter than what Jrue Holiday is getting. And maybe Holiday has, even though it's 3 years, I think he does have something left, even though this year was not a good one. But maybe he's a one-and-done type of guy. And by one-and-done, I mean one championship and you're gone. You win with the Bucks, time to go. You win with the Celtics, time to go. Right. And be good. This was a bad year for Jrue. I just don't see him dropping off that quick. But it was a bad year.
Clippers did try to get Holiday before, like in 2023, and struck out there. And maybe they make another move. I guess Bogdanovich, like Chris Dunn and Eubanks, I think maybe gets you to Holiday numbers. Like that's part of the issue here. He makes a lot of money, so you got to give him a lot of salary.
Bogdan's a good starting piece.
Yeah, that's the starting piece. If this were to happen between LAC and Boston. You see any other trades, or what do you think of that one?
Well, I thought it was funny. I went to Hoops Hype this morning just to look up Jrue Holiday's contract to see what it was, because I know it's sizable, and the lead headline was Jrue Holiday to the Clippers. So, I mean, they've got to be in the mix. We just talked about a team that needs a point guard. The Mavericks need somebody to handle the ball next season with no Kyrie Irving, unless they're planning on playing Spencer Dinwiddie as their starter for the entirety of the season. I don't think that's very likely, and I can see the Warriors as well being interested in a Jrue Holiday. I was not willing to go on the trade machine in May, but those are two teams that I think have a need at point guard. Yeah. They are both older teams as well, so sometimes when you're that far down the road, you're like, hey, let's just keep doing it. Let's get older and older with a guy who I do think will be helpful. Jrue Holiday really struggled this season, was even worse in the playoffs. He's already like a fifth option on the Celtics, and that's kind of where he needs to be.
Yep. Yeah, that was odd how he finished against the Knicks, and that it's a one possession, but the way he guarded Jalen Brunson and hit him from behind, that wasn't Jrue. And he's not super duper old, but guys can fall off.
Yeah, especially at the point guard position.
Yeah, and he would play off the ball. Again, if it was a Clippers thing, they'd want him to take the place of Chris Dunn, a guy you could rely on to shoot the 3-ball instead of having to yank him off the floor. But I don't know what the Celtics get for him exactly, if they don't get precisely what they want from the Clippers. I'm not 100% sure on that.